Hey, we are the team which is working with project M1901, and we are trying to implement the missing web audio automation support. And this is part of the CSC 517 Spring 2019 Object-Oriented Design and Development course in North Carolina State University. We're working on implementing a web audio API feature for Servo, which is the new developmental browser engine by Mozilla. And the method which we're trying to implement is called the setValueCurveAtTime, which essentially takes in an array of values and uses that array to perform some calculations and modify an audio source. The Web Audio API performs actions which can handle audio operations inside the given audio source or the audio context, such as increasing the gain or decreasing it, essentially making the audio sound louder or quieter. So let's take a look at the code which shows how we've implemented these. So you can see that the setValueCurveAtTime method takes in three parameters, that is the values array of numbers, there's the start and the duration. So the variable progress takes in the values start and duration, and then it helps determine how much of the audio has been played already or processed at any given point of time. Here we have like checked for exceptional cases where the value of progresses might go out. This part is where we actually calculate the array values, and this is going to hold the set of floating point numbers which will be used to modify the audio source which is specified in our example. Examples are a unique aspect to Rust. They instruct the code to make use of the function that we just wrote, and it generates a sound output. You can see the example which we have written here, which sends in the required values, and this is where we initialize the set of values which have to be sent. It holds an array of zeros and ones which gets modified by the setValueCurveAtTime function, and then these new modified values, which are based on how far the audio has progressed in the playback, and then those values help modulate the audio as per requirement. So this is an example where we have tried to modulate the audio in the form of a sine wave. And that was the first part of the project which we implemented successfully. And this is the pull request which has been accepted and merged on. The next part of our project deals with implementing these two methods in the audio listener class, which are deprecated, but there are still some websites or players which use these methods. So what happens is when these websites are run on the server browser, the example given here is this game here, is that when they run on the server browser, when they try to use these methods, is that they give out an endless series of errors. So we try to implement this so that the errors stop, and this is our implementation. You can see that these two methods have been set up, and what these methods do is that they set the position and the orientation of the sound in a spatial location from where they're supposed to arrive. To be more precise, this sets the spatial location of the user or the listener to this audio to give a well-rounded audio effect. And these are the lines where we uncommented the methods which weren't implemented before, and these are the implementations of the method. And that was about it for this part of the project.